So I was reading this book the other day. Eat, Pray, Love. Yeah, I know I'm a little late to the party, but I've been working. Anyway, I was loving it. Like, I was stretched out in bed. The light was perfect. I had snacks nearby. Everything was clicking, and then I stopped reading. I literally told myself, wait, this is too good. I should save it for the cruise. I'm too happy now. What if the cruise is boring and I need something to do? My brain was all, save the pleasure, hold the joy, just in case. And it hit me. I've spent years doing that. Now, at first that made sense. It felt smart, strategic, like I was doing some next-level delayed gratification. But then I paused and thought, what am I even doing? Why am I trying to save joy, like it is a limited resource? I had to sit with that for a second, because I realized this was not just about a book. This was about my relationship to joy, to pleasure, to how I still think about life, even in early retirement. Let me explain. Back when I was still working, I rationed everything. Rest, fun, my energy, even my snacks. Burnout had trained me to be a hoarder of hope, because you never knew when you would need it. So I saved the good stuff for later. Friends, being the optimizer that I used to think I was just optimizing happiness, that planning joy meant I was smart, prepared, even intentional. But really, I was scared. Scared I'd run out of good things. Scared I'd use up all my pleasure too fast and be left with nothing. That's what burnout teaches you. You can't trust the good stuff. You ration joy like you used to ration energy, or PTO, or peace. Even after early retirement, that habit followed me. And now, I am free. I am retired. I designed a whole soft life. I have margin, space, time. And yet and still, my first instinct when I feel something good is to say, better save this. What if I run out? That might work fine for your first emergency fund, but doesn't work for joy. That kind of thinking is burnout's quiet residue. It is scarcity thinking, but not about money, about pleasure, about believing that joy is something you can use up. What I'm learning is the weirdest thing about leaving the workforce isn't the time or money. It's the emotional pacing, that sense of urgency. Like even something like joy needs scheduling. Burnout leaves behind rules. Don't relax too long. Don't indulge too often. When you live life in hard mode for as long as I did, your instinct is to save the good stuff for when things get hard or harder. But what if things aren't hard anymore? What if I'm already living the life I used to save joy for? What if I have already done the hardest part, and I found something joyful right here, in the moment? What if I don't try to save it for later? What if joy isn't rare anymore? It's regular, not dramatic, just mine. So I had to remind myself that day, joy does not run out. Books do not spoil. Pleasure does not deplete. It compounds. If I love this now, I will probably love it again later. Maybe in a different way. And if not, something else beautiful will find me. Because I am not living in survival mode anymore. This life I built, it is not for rationing. It is for gorging on joy. So yeah, I read the book. I kept going and I loved it. And I will still find something just as enjoyable on that cruise. Because I am not running out of good things. I am learning that good things are running to me. So, if you've been holding back joy, maybe you're healing too. Maybe you're no longer surviving. I'm here to tell you, you're allowed to savor. So read the book today. Light the candle now. You're not running out of pleasure. You're learning that joy runs to you. I'm Sparkle and this Mastering Early Retirement. Hit subscribe so the YouTube algorithm can share joy with the next person.